Into the zigzag, baby, that's all we need. We can go to the park, get the dog, smoke a tumbleweed. Just dive in, huh?
What's up, baby?
What is up, big bofa? What's up?
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the podcast. We're back with episode 4. Let's go.
4th episode. This is catching fire.
Yeah,
This is it.
yeah, real fire.
This is it.
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. Not much. It's been a crazy Monday.
Crazy Monday?
Crazy Monday so far. Like I'm going back and forth today. I'm really going back and forth. I really don't even know how to even start the monotony of the day and how it went. But all I can I woke up late for work. Right? I was like, so you ever set an alarm and you go like, I'm gonna get up at 5:40, get dressed, everything. Your alarm goes off at 5:40. You wake up, and then you go like, I can squeeze 20 minutes in, and then that 20 minutes ends up turning into like an hour and 20, because that's what happened to me this morning. I ended up waking up at 7 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, late, and then I'm like, I rushed out of bed, put on my clothes, and just was beaming it down the highway, hoping no state cop was there.
That 20 minutes, man, it's crazy because you feel like that 20 minutes is like 5 minutes and it goes by so quickly.
Right? I was just like, I'm going to close my eyes for 10 minutes, wake up, and the next thing you know, I'm dreaming. And I dreamt about work.
Yeah.
Like, my dream was about work.
Bro, you want to hear a crazy story?
Go ahead.
I was watching TV.
Mm-hmm.
But I was also looking at my phone.
Yeah.
And then I found that there's still a car out there for Princess Diana. And guess what the car is?
Little Lincoln?
No. It's a Ford Escort.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
And guess what? It sold at auction the other day for $850,000. A Ford fucking Escort.
A fucking Escort? Just because it belonged to Princess Diana?
Yep.
Like, regular price, $5,000. Princess Diana gets slapped on there, over $800,000.
That's funny, man.
Who buys these cars? That's what I want.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I was surprised, but bro, it was nice. I saw the pictures of it.
Yeah.
It was nice, real nice.
What was the color?
It was black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, they used to roll back in style back in the day. I mean, you're talking about their time. That was a time to be.
Princess
That
Diana.
was a time to be.
Getting escorted by the Ford Escort.
Fuck you, Miss Daisy. This is Diana rolling out, pimp style. R.I.P.
Yeah,
R.I.P. Can't forget it.
Legend.
Alright, legend of the game. Legend in the game.
Yeah, that's crazy. And
have you been noticing the classic cars around? So,
oh my god, I have.
Yeah, yesterday I was driving down the road and I think I counted maybe 45 like muscle cars and classic cars. Like, I'm talking Camaro SS 1970, Ford Mustang GT Shelby, I think it was a 350, again 1969, and I saw a smattering of like Cadillac DeVilles and things like that, and I was like, what is going on? Is there a car show?
So yesterday I was driving and I seen an old guy driving a beautiful 1970 Mustang, all in red, clean, crisp, like he just pulled out of the factory. And I'm like, oh my god, this car is very unique on the road. You can see it from a mile coming down.
Yeah.
It is in way more pristine shape than what people are driving right now.
Dude.
And I'm like, this car's got to be worth over like $100K, because I guess this guy was taking care of it. Like,
if he was taking care of it, I would expect nothing less than probably $300K. Because those cars are classics, and those cars are not around that much anymore.
And then you look at it, And then you look at all the other cars on the road, and you'll be like, what is this crap that people are driving?
Right? Yeah, I'll look at a 1970 Mustang, and I'll look at like a 2021 Escalade, and I'll be like, dude, fuck the Escalade, I'll take the Mustang. It costs more, it's rare, it's a classic, and it just so happened Mustang's my favorite vehicle.
And if it probably touches the Escalade, the Escalade's getting totaled.
Right? So the Mustang is pure metal, and the Escalade is not. So yeah, it's salvaged right away, and that Mustang is walking out free and clear, like, yeah, buddy, you know.
Oh my god, man, that is like.
But yeah, I was telling my friend, I was like, you know, is there a car show going on? Is there like people go like, where is it? I want to go. I want to see if I can sit in one of those cars.
Well, recently there was the Woodward Dream Cruise, which I miss again for the 21st year since I've been here.
This guy's been chasing it.
So yeah, I've been really cruising to the Dream Cruise and not getting there on time.
Yeah.
No. Like every year I say I want to go to the Dream Cruise, but
and that's what it is.
Forget going to the Dream Cruise. No, the Dream Cruise was about 2 weeks ago. It happened, and man, it was just me and my wife. We just passed it, and it was nice. But I was like, next year, I want to come and I want to be able to walk around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's. Which brings me to my point. Like, you know, these old guys when they drive these cars.
Yeah.
You know, they're basically reliving the glory days.
Oh yeah.
You know, and you know we're fairly grown up. You know.
Yeah.
And do you ever think to yourself
Still young.
Still, you know, we're stallions. You know, I have more gray hairs than he does.
I'm in my prime.
He's in his prime. I'm in my, you know, it's time. But I wanted to ask, do you ever think that if you can go back 10 years, like to when you're 18 years old, not even 10 years, when you're 18 years old, right? What would you give yourself advice, given what you know now, both about economy, both about the market, about just life in general? What advice would you give yourself, or what would you tell yourself, right? Information you would tell yourself, so you can probably better your life today.
Advice I would give myself 10 years ago that I probably got wiser to do now.
Yeah.
Or do at that time, and then maybe it would have, you know, better value for me in the future, would be to save your money. Don't play video games. Just stop playing video games. Video games is done. As of today, you're done.
Stop playing Conquer.
Yeah, video games in general. You know, I used to play all types of games, but
I felt like that was your game.
Well, no, that's not it, because I got hooked on Call of Duty. I got hooked on a bunch of other games, and I'm like, dude, if I can go back, that's what I would do. Stop playing video games, hit the gym. You don't got responsibility. You don't got nothing. Hit the gym, work on yourself, save your money, try to find a decent job, and buy your first house in real estate. Because if you are working, if you're young, you can, and you're like, I believe, I'm not sure what the age is of buying a house. If you can buy a house and you can afford to,
I think it's 18.
Is it?
I think it's 18 because you're considered an adult.
Yeah. So I mean, I would definitely buy a house, because if you can, if you're young and you have not bought a home yet, you're able to purchase a home at a minimum down payment of 3.5%.
That's for a multifamily.
That is for any home. Multifamily.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. For single home, it's 5%. I'm not sure. You real estate gurus out there, you guys can comment below. Let us know.
I'm right.
You know,
they're gonna be like, wow,
3.5.
The guy in the blue.
Who cares? We know it's around the 5%.
Yeah, let's agree to disagree here.
Anyways, that's what I would give myself, man. Because you know why? If you're at that age and you own a rental property, you are just making money while you're sitting at home, and don't listen to what your parents tell you. That's, yeah. Because your parents, they always want you to play the safe game. They want you to go to college, get a degree, and you'll make them happy. And that's what they want you to do.
Most parents.
Really, what they're putting you to do is to go to college and put yourself in debt, where you'll be paying that debt off for the next 20, 30, how many years, I'm not sure.
Whoever's here is him thinks there's a problem.
There is a freaking problem,
Yeah.
man. I'm fucking tired of it.
Listen, most parents, yeah, they played it safe, and for those with immigrant parents, they definitely played it safe, and they want you to play it safe, and just get a job, simple life, simple home, simple wife, and just mosey on, literally. But for those who invested, they have the best advice to give to their kids. But it's funny because you mentioned investing in real estate and all that stuff. I would go at it from a comedic standpoint, but that's only because I'm a little bit like...
You should purchase a house right now. Their houses right now have gone down quite a bit.
They've gone down,
and don't always think you're gonna keep waiting, because if you keep waiting and you're gonna jump into the pool with everybody, then you're not gonna find any property by the time, if there's like a recession,
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Like
I have been thinking about to get my own house.
Because houses dropped right now, and you can stash one right now, man.
Yeah. It's definitely has to be thought about, and I have to do more research on like what home I'd go for, and things of that nature. But
if you're gonna buy it, you're not gonna live in it. Think about that.
I mean, the thing is, I've been looking at multifamily homes.
Okay.
Because what I would do is I'd live in it and then rent other units out and have my renters pay my mortgage. However, back to what I was saying prior was, if I were to go back in time and tell myself, I think I would tell myself one of two things out of the lottery numbers, or I would tell myself to invest in Bitcoin, because it was at that time when Bitcoin was like 13 cents. Or just, it was a very, very low number, and I'm pretty sure.
Here's the problem with that.
Millionaire.
I have a problem with that. Everyone that invested in Bitcoin sure made money. But it's not about making money. It's about... It's not about making money. Maybe that came out wrong.
That's like saying it's not about the money. It's
about how you know how to take that money and do something with it, something that will generate more money for you.
But
a lot of people that became Bitcoin like millionaires, they got like very splashy. They got to the point where they're buying like 200K watches, the Lamborghini.
I mean, they're still millionaires, though. You're saying
it's not that. A lot of them spent a lot of their wealth. You do know that. A lot of their wealth. Yeah. So I would say, I don't mean to be a hater, but fuck you.
that's how you're coming off. I'm sorry, I gotta say.
No. I'm just saying, like, if you're just handed money, you are not going to know the meaning of it or the value of it if you haven't worked for it.
And you see these teens nowadays with their parents who have money, and they spoil them. They don't know the value of it. They don't know what it means to actually work, grind, hustle. All they go is, daddy get me money and mommy make me food, and then that's it. And then allowance, then they go shop, and their dad leases them or buys them like a Charger or Escalade or some luxurious vehicle, and they're driving around like it's their, like they bought it themselves.
The other day I saw a freaking 16-year-old get like a freaking BMW M5 or M3. I'm like, what the fuck? She's 16 years old, man. I'm not gonna spoil my daughter when she's that age by buying her a car like that. Oh, sure, I can afford nice luxury cars, but I don't want my kids being spoiled, not knowing the meaning of money like that.
Exactly, and let that be like a footnote in life, is that when you guys make money and you guys start having families, don't spoil your kids, because if you had to struggle and work hard and make that money, you don't want them to just feed off you. You want them to earn it and to understand what you understood growing up and working hard. But that's the generation we live in now. Just spoiled little brats who speed with M5s while I'm driving a 21 Blazer. But I love
you
Sheila.
have a Blazer, man.
Sheila's my baby. That's my Blazer. I named her Sheila. So every time I come home at night and I lock it and I go like, good night, Sheila, like the stinking other guy.
My God.
Yeah, Alan, whatever. Go inside. Bye, Sheila. I'll never forget tonight. And I go like inside and knock on, wake up in the morning.
That's funny. I didn't think of that. I'm thinking of the other guys.
But yeah, that's my baby. Gets me from A to B.
Yeah, man. I was reading like a article the other day, and it was talking about like dessert, and I'm a big fan of dessert.
I'm salivating. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, who doesn't love dessert, man?
No, there's people that don't have sweet tooths. They're heathens, but they don't have.
But this article said like will dessert exist, or will it still be desirable in 2050?
I don't care what the article says. In 100 years from now, donuts will still be here. All right, it's a must.
I think desserts will outlive humans.
Yeah, I highly believe that. I can see like all human race. Yeah, I can see all human race just obliterated. There's those like zombies, animals, whatever, and they'll still go to Donutville.
Yeah. Give me my fucking Twinkie.
Gotta enjoy the little things. Yeah. Snowballs.
Tallahassee.
Where the fucking Twinkies? I can use a Twinkie right now, I'm not gonna lie. Man, that got me in the mood for them. Wow.
Yeah, man, it's great. Bro, Did you watch the Lions game this weekend?
No, but I've been watching Hard Knocks.
Oh,
for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
I really think. Okay, so we live in Detroit.
Lions are going to Super Bowl?
No, we live in Detroit. We live in Detroit, and I'm not a Lions fan. I want to preface by saying that, right? I do think they're gonna do great this year and make it to the playoffs, but I don't think they're Super Bowl ready just yet. I think they need like one more year.
Don't say that. Jared Goff might get injured, and then their whole season is done by week 3.
Yeah, I said like I'm pretty sure they can go.
They have a shitty backup quarterback situation right now.
Who's their backup quarterback?
There's 2. There's that Blau guy, and then there's that Boyle guy.
Okay, well, Blau's gonna blow. And what was that guy's name?
Blau is gonna boil.
and they're gonna. Boyle's the second guy?
Yeah, there's Blau and Boyle.
Wow. So one of them gonna simmer, and the other guy's just gonna blow. Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, and listen, I'm a Vikes fan, right? I'm a Vikings fan. I've always been a Vikings fan. I love the Vikings. Yeah. And granted, they haven't been to the Super Bowl in a very long time, but they do make it to the playoffs. Yeah. And I can support that.
They're just like, we're here. We'll just stick around for like round 1, and then we'll get.
Yeah, but I was watching that Hard Knocks for the Lions, and they got like emotional. Like I think it was Jamal Williams, the running back.
Oh yeah.
He just got emotional hyping up the players. He's like, I keep thinking about last season, that record that we had last season. They were 3-10-1.
Yeah.
Right? And he started like crying and bawling out. He's like, we got to get it this season. We got to trust our coach. We got to do this and that. And I was like, yeah, crying about it is one thing. You got to show it, dude.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not going to happen. I think this year the Lions, they'll have a good record, but they'll be like on the verge of playoffs, which they will not make unless like.
You say it like it's a predetermined thing. They're not going to the playoffs.
I mean, like by some miraculous.
What would you do if they went to the Super Bowl? Honestly, and they didn't have to win the Super Bowl. Just go to the Super Bowl. How would you react,
bro? The Lions are never going to the Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford was like,
"Aren't they your team?"
They're my team, but Matthew Stafford was like, "I can't wait till I get out of this fucking town."
The first year
he got out of this fucking town, and then he went and won a Super Bowl his first year out of here.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Matthew Stafford is a legend.
Okay, I believe the Lions are, starting to turn it around, but it's never happening, man. It's never. I don't see it. they get one guy that's good, and then they don't know how to surround him with a bunch of other good players.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, that guy wastes about 5 to 7 years of his career and ends up leaving, and then goes and does way better in other cities where they actually bundle him up with a bunch of other good players. And
like Tom Brady when he went to Tampa. Literally his first year in Tampa.
well, wherever Tom goes, everybody wants to follow.
All right, but his first year at Tampa, this is why he's the GOAT. First year in Tampa, this guy goes to the Super Bowl and wins it. Like, wins it against Patrick Mahomes. And I was like, how do you take a team that has never been, at least I don't think that's been to the Super Bowl, take them and win it?
Even Patrick Mahomes was like,
what do you want?
He's like, what the fuck just happened?
right? I'm 20 years his junior, and I just lost.
He's like, I wasn't preparing to get handled by Father Time.
Right? He was like, what was that? You know, Brady just won the Super Bowl, and you just cost me $5 million. You had to suck. You had to suck. Wow.
No, he was good during that game, but it's Brady, man.
Come on, it's Brady.
That guy,
Brady in the fourth, man. Come on.
Brady in the Super Bowl, man. Brady, this guy was fucking, like, has been to the Super Bowl more than any other guy in the NFL.
Yeah.
He's won more Super Bowls than any other guy in the NFL.
Was it 7 rings?
Yep.
7? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this guy is like just something else.
He's just
man.
the best.
Just something
He's
else.
just the best quarterback to ever live.
Yeah.
Honestly,
man.
there's no
He's
other
just
quarterback.
something
I can't see it. You know, and he's still playing. Like, isn't he like 40s?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
He's like 40. He's like 43.
Yeah, and this guy's coming out like he's in his 20s the way he's performing.
And he's like, I'm gonna make it to the big 5-0.
Right? He wants to get those 10
Yeah.
10 rings.
I mean, he should get into coaching if that's what he loves. If he doesn't want to leave the game forever.
That was the coach of the head coach for the Detroit Lions. He used to be a Saints.
Yeah.
He bounced around teams. And,
Dan Campbell.
And now look where he is.
Yeah. That's great. Bro, did you hear about the Haida? The NASA Artemis space shuttle?
No, what happened with
It was supposed to launch today.
Supposed to.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're like, no go. They're like, they were having trouble with like engine 3 or something. I'm like, if I was the astronaut about to go up into space and I was on that shuttle and I heard they shut it down, I'm like, get me off. I'm not fucking getting off.
And you hear technical difficulties? What? What do you mean? What's technical difficult? What's leaking? That's my thought. That's my thought. If I was an astronaut and I was in there and I hear technical difficult, what's leaking? Who stop? Right? And I'm gonna unstrap myself, hand my helmet to the next guy. You're up, buddy. And then I'm walking out.
That's funny, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like I'm like, man, I would not ride that.
How would you react?
Even like the thought of going to space, I'm happy down here on Earth. Like,
I'd go to space. I think that's a dream we all share, is to go
oh my God,
to space.
No,
you know,
that is,
I mean, you wouldn't, but I definitely would. I wouldn't mind it. Really, I wouldn't.
yeah.
You know, I mean, they train you before.
The only time I go to space is when I'm dead.
You go to heaven, you're like, I'm in space. You know, float over here. Float over here. And you go see a star. You can go to Saturn, no problem.
Yeah.
You know, just
we were like out there and be like, hey, is that Jimmy skydiving?
I don't think he's skydiving. I think he's falling.
Bro, oh my god. I saw a fucking video where this guy jumped
I know the video.
with no t-shirt. He jumped and no parachute.
Oh wait, no, that's not the video I saw.
The fucking guy, he's like, and then they had like this, they had like a song about like trusting people,
Yeah.
and I was like, whoa, that is too much trust. Too much trust.
Like they caught him mid-air,
Yeah.
and he was just
Like he just
nothing.
jumped without a parachute.
So like one miscalculation, and
he splat.
and he splat.
Splat.
Why would you do that? What are you getting out of that? What are you getting out of that? What are you gonna go Viking? If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go it's gonna be like that, you know.
Like that one. Drake and Josh episode when they go skydive.
Oh yeah. The plane's supposedly going down.
Yeah.
And they strap each other and they jump out of the plane and he goes. The
guy was giving him instructions. And
Yeah.
he was like,
he faints.
yeah.
Or something. He gets knocked out. Sorry, and like he's not waking up or anything. And that's funny, dude. But I mean, would you ever go skydiving?
Fuck no, man.
Why not?
Never ever. I would
Why
never.
not?
Bro, I would never do it because
It's like the dragster. 20 seconds and like you're done.
Yeah. Bro, I've seen videos where people get tangled up with the parachute.
That's the video. That's the video I thought you were gonna talk about.
And knowing my bitch ass, I'm gonna panic and put myself to sleep midair.
You know you're strapped to someone your first time, right?
Well,
You're in a baby
even
Bjorn.
if it wasn't my first time, getting tangled with some guy.
You're in a baby Bjorn and some guy picks you up and walks you to the door, like get up, and then you know what they do? So they pick you up and they put you at the door, and they don't even yell like 1, 2, 3. He goes, I'm gonna go on 3, but wait, what's wrong with your harness? And then you look down and he jumps, right? What the Captain 1, 2, and 3, bitch?
I'm not doing that, bro.
That's not the thing. My luck. If I go the day I go, right, my parachute and spare don't open, and this guy fucks me into the earth.
You go in space first.
That's how I'm found. That's how we're found. Is me like this, and I'm on top of you with my with my ass up, face down. That's how I like it. This guy wanted it so bad. He died for
Hey,
it.
Mom, your child is going to get reared.
Yeah, did you hear that? He reared your child to death. But I mean, I would, honestly, I would, but I know I'd be scared as heck, you know.
Yeah.
And but I know a lot of people who have, and
Oh my God, man.
they say they'll never do it again, but they did it, you know. If you can go bungee jumping, I feel you can definitely go skydiving, because bungee jumping, any snap of that rope, you're not going back up. You know.
Oh my God. If I were to go bungee jumping, the only time I would do that is over a body of water.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
You're not getting me over a rainforest. And my luck, it snaps, and then I go as fast first into the tree.
Wait. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, and some of them push you. Like there's no railing, there's nothing you can hold on to. He's like, "Are you ready?" And then you're like, "No." You're like, "Well, you are." And then he kicks you, and then you go down. What's going on, guys? Thanks for watching episode 4. Make sure to tune in for more episodes. Subscribe and hit that like button below, and share with the people. We'll see you guys in the next one.